have a hell of a treat in store for you. One of the best action actors in the business. One of the nicest guys in the business. One of the biggest, strongest guys in the business. And when you see him, I want you to remember, he was a 97-pound weakling until I gave him all those instructions on how to build himself up. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the biggest treat for you. I want you to see The Rock.
What's up, Comic-Con? Good night. What's going on, LA? You guys having fun? Yeah. Well, this is before we get this show on the road. This is hey. I see she's so short. Yeah, I see you. This is my very first time at LA Comic-Con, and I gotta tell you right now, I am fired up. Yes, finally, The Rock. You're right, we gotta do that. Come on, it's LA, it's Comic-Con. I gotta do that. All right, here we go. See, I have to turn this way every time I do it. Finally, The Rock has come back to Comic-Con! All right, well, does everybody know Darren?
Who cares?
Guys, this is Darren. He's a friend of ours. He's good. Let's not boo him off the stage. Boo! No,
Boo! I'm gonna boo myself. Mr. Dwayne Johnson, thank you for being here at the Los Angeles Comic-Con. We're talking about the film Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. In the movie, you play a character who is...
Well, let me just say that we're supposed to do a Q&A, so this is supposed to do like 5 questions, so that's what this is. Okay, go ahead.
I'll keep it short. You play a nerd, you play a high school nerd, you play it very well, I can confirm that, probably a lot of people here can.
Thank you.
What was the nerdiest thing about you when you were actually in high school?
Oh, man. The fanny pack. That's my... The fanny pack! Let's see, the nerdiest thing about me in high school. You do got it on there. You got a fanny pack right here, turtleneck. Look at that. And you got a fanny pack. Wow. There's good weed here at Comic-Con today, everybody. Somebody's high already. All right, this is where it goes off the rails. I'm sorry, what was the question? Oh yeah, that's right. What was the nerdiest thing about me in high school?
Besides the fanny pack.
Besides the fanny pack, the nerdiest thing was like, the what? Tooth Fairy. Oh, God. No, not that. No. I like that movie too. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Tooth Fairy fans in the house.
Yeah. Nerdiest thing about me in high school was probably, I don't know, like all the... Turtleneck! You know what? It doesn't matter what the nerdiest thing was in high school.
Dwayne, talk about this movie. It's a continuation of the film Jumanji, which a lot of people here loved. Were you a fan of the original? What was it that attracted you to this new film?
I was. So, if you guys don't know, I have a movie coming out this Christmas. It's called Jumanji, and it is, thank you so much. It is, it's a continuation. The first Jumanji came out almost, hey, what's up, buddy? Oh, what's his name? Jordan. How old are you, buddy? 5. Cool. Who's your favorite movie star? The Rock? Yeah, you're smart, yeah. All right, I got some money coming for you later. Jumanji, yes, I have a movie called Jumanji coming out, and I saw the original, and when they came to me with the idea of possibly making a continuation 25 years later, I loved it. It was the opportunity that we had to introduce Jumanji to a whole new generation. For example, like George's generation and kids today, and some adults who haven't seen it. So I think we made a good movie. Earlier screenings around the country, everybody's been loving it. So I can't wait for you guys to see it. And also too, it was my personal way of really paying homage and respect to the one man who created the Jumanji magic to begin with, Mr. Robin Williams. Can I have some water, please? Thank you. Thank you, Jess. Appreciate it. Lovely Jess. That's my assistant right there. That is the Rock's assistant. Easy. Woo, Jess! Hold on a second. There's a boyfriend.
Dwayne, I'd love to know, can you talk a bit about the character you play in the movie, Dr. Smolder Bravestone? Great name. He's sort of an archaeologist adventurer. He feels like kind of an old-fashioned movie hero to me. And
yes,
in some
thank
ways.
you very much. Here we go. Let me. Thank you. Hey! All those muscles. I see your muscles. My character in Jumanji is Dr. Smolder Bravestone, and he has this ability to smolder, and yeah, woo, yes, yeah, I love you too. Thank you, dude. You've been drinking since 2 o'clock, and I would tell you. Thank you so much. Yes, God, that's good shit for the ego. Let me tell you, you can get him to chant your name. Anyway, so for a lot of you guys that don't know, the character I play is awesome. We all play video game avatars, superheroes, if you will. But the device, the cool thing about it, which many of you may know, is that we're actually teenagers. So I'm this terrified teenager who's trapped in, well, this body and. So anyway, long story short, I need carbohydrates. That's yes.
I'd love to know, you of course also appear on HBO's series Ballers.
We got some Ballers fans in the house. Yes, thank you so much, thank you.
And along with that, this is your third feature film coming out in theaters this year. So first question I have to ask, do you sleep at all, ever?
Well, yeah, look, I sleep, but you know, like a lot of us out there, right? It's like, you know, we're busy, we're on this treadmill of life, it just keeps going, so it just constantly, no, I don't get any sleep. I need more sleep.
That's your secret, that's your secret.
I need more sleep, yes, I need more sleep.
Well, last
How'd
question.
you go from Ballers to sleep?
Oh, we probably shouldn't explore that.
About me in bed.
Probably shouldn't explore that. Well, yes, who doesn't? Who doesn't? Last question for you, though. Dr.
Question.
Smolder Bravestone.
Last question.
We can do some more if you want. I got a few more.
Well, I'll tell you what, we were supposed to, I think, 5 questions, right? Then I got to get on a plane. I'm shooting a movie called Skyscraper. I got to shoot back up to, thank you. I'm shooting back up to Vancouver. So, because there are probably, I don't know, 10,000 people here, way back there, and so you've asked questions. Let's have the people ask some questions. This is the part of the show where the producers are like, oh shit, what's he doing? Oh Christ, what's happening? Oh, who's got a question? Ladies first, ladies first, ladies first. Can you take a picture with me? You're supposed to ask a question. Technically, that is a question. Let me see your phone. Throw me your phone. Flip it around, and then I'll do something. All right, I'll come back to you. Who's got a question? All right, right here in the front row. Question. What's your question?
You can wrestle anyone today, who would it be?
If I could wrestle anyone today, who would it be? On the current WWE roster, If I could, all right. I would would say, I love AJ though. He's a real good dude. Not one guy, but two guys. If I could wrestle two guys right now, it would be, well, three. One would be Triple H. The Game. The other would be the Beast, Brock Lesnar. The other one would be a guy who, you know, actually just needs my foot in his ass, Roman Reigns. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll go back. Give me another. Lady has a question. Yes. What's your question? Can I sign your arm? You want to get my signature tattooed? Sign it where though? All right. I will. Let me take care of that. Who has a question? Who's the woman who has a question? What just? Somebody's throwing up clothes. Okay. Yes. What's your? Be careful what you throw up. What's your question? Will I come to where and wrestle who? To the WoW ring and wrestle who? Who? You? You kicked my ass. I couldn't. Now you. There's. All right. Here, let me. All right. Question: Does this guy? You got my Halloween mask on. Picture. Nobody wants to ask questions. That's a. What's your question? What's that? Am I gonna run for president? I think the people's president has a really nice ring to it. I'll just say that. So I get myself in trouble. All right, last question here, and I'm going to take care of you, and I'll take care of that signature.
Last question for you.
Yes.
Who were your action hero icons growing up, and have you met any of them?
My icons growing up, my action heroes growing up were, you know, like, I would say Harrison Ford, John Cena, yeah. I would say Harrison Ford, Stallone, Schwarzenegger, these guys, Clint Eastwood, you know, from director, anything that Steven Spielberg made. I will tell you guys this, when I first broke into Hollywood in 2000, I made a movie called The Mummy Returns and then Scorpion King. It spun off to Scorpion King. When I first broke in, all those guys, so from Harrison, Stallone, definitely Schwarzenegger, these guys were so gracious to me, and they were so welcoming, because you know, they were all big stars, so they could have done everything they could to kind of hold me back or push me down, but I'll never forget that. So at any opportunity I have, I always make sure that I pass that along, which is always be good to people. Always be good to people, right, when you're coming up in life, because you never know what's going to happen down the road. So anyway, those guys were my heroes.
I think you.
And plus, also, I will say this: I grew up. If a lot of you guys don't know, I grew up from a family of professional wrestlers, and those guys, you know, were my heroes. My dad, Rocky Soulman Johnson. We had Jimmy Superfly Snuka at that time. Randy Macho Man Savage. Like all those guys were just, ooh, yeah.
I think it's time. There was some talk about taking a selfie.
It's been very special. Been very special. So I got to do something here. So I want to do this thing with all you guys for what's that thing called? Oh, Instagram. Yeah. All right. Here's how we'll do it. I'm going to shoot a video, and I'm going to shoot it this way. You guys can be really, really quiet, and then at the right time, I'm basically going to say, you know, I came here to Comic-Con. I thought I was going to see a few people. No one showed up, and you know, they're not behind me. Then I'm going to say, they're not behind me because they're all here. And then you guys just go bananas. And I'm going to do all this, and I'm going to come and shoot you because you're going to get my tattoo, and you're going to be really cool. All right. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. All right, you guys ready to do this? All right, here we go. All right, so I came here to LA Comic-Con, and you know, I thought the crowd was going to be hyped. I thought that, who just, what? One more time. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So we're here at LA Comic-Con. I thought the crowd was going to show up, and as you can see, no one's really behind me, and I thought they were going to be a hype crowd, and well, again, no one's behind me. They're not behind me because they're all here. What's up, Comic-Con? Comic-Con. Wait, shit, I didn't press the record button. God damn it. Hold on. No, I'm only kidding. LA, look, you guys are my home away from home. I live here. A lot of you guys know I live here. I live down in Florida too. I just want to say thank you for the love. It was amazing coming out here. I appreciate you all. And honestly, the truth is we all live busy lives, and we're kind of everywhere, and we're doing everything we're doing, but this kind of thing, this kind of interaction is truly the best part of my job. So I love you all. Thank you so much, Comic-Con. Take care. Enjoy Jumanji.